Yeah, dog. Welcome to Wreck to Riches. Happy Taco Tuesday out there, everybody in the crypto space. I'm Thomas G. Do not forget to pound the like button, drop a comment, and always show some love. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. What's your mood? What's your mindset? Just lay it on me. Appreciate you guys. We're almost to 100 subscribers. Channel is growing at a good pace. You know, started from scratch. I love the journey. I love the challenge. And love every single one of you. So let's jump into it. We're going to do a quick update from yesterday's video talking about CZ, the CEO of Binance. So it's official. It's official. Today, he pleaded guilty. Okay, so it's all over the news. You know, you can on mainstream media news, all over every news outlet, every online source you can think of, and every single one kind of headlines it different. But the one that I saw while I was getting my teeth cleaned right now was on a local news channel, right? And on this news channel, it's basically saying that the CEO of Binance, CZ, has pleaded guilty for not taking the necessary steps pretty much to prevent money laundering, okay? So that kind of tells me there weren't measures taken for other people not to money launder, not so much he money laundered personally. That's my take on it, right? But either way, he's pleading guilty. The most I've seen BNB, because, you know, the volatility of crypto, you can be down 10%, up 20% in a New York minute. So far, it's been about an 8% dip, which is a big deal. I mean, if you got $1 million in the game, you know, an 8% dip on BNB, the price of BNB, let's say you got $1 million on that bad boy, that's down $80,000, and that's not normal for typical investors. So if somebody's new and got that big money, they're thinking, damn, should I sell before it gets worse? And they're very weak-handed individuals. They don't like to see $80,000 down on $1 million investment happen in a blink of an eye. So, you know, he pleaded guilty for the greater good. He's going to have his day in court. I think it might be today or tomorrow. It's going to be in Seattle. It's going to be in the States, right? So they came up with the $4 billion settlement, $4 billion. And I don't know how true it is, but there's been wallet trackers. They're all over Twitter, and I've seen different posts where they saw the CZ wallet transfer to the U.S. Treasury wallet $4 billion in BNB, right? It wasn't $4 billion in USDC, any type of stable token. How true that is, I haven't personally looked on the blockchain analytics to see to confirm that myself, but that's the rumors. It was in BNB. If it was in a stable token, I'd be like, okay, cool. You put $4 billion in a stable token into the hands of the U.S. Treasury to pay the fine. But that happened yesterday. People saw that, and then that confirms today that the story is at least half true. Remember, believe half of what you see and nothing of what you hear. Okay? That's the way I'm going to live my life. And with that being said, if he did pay in BNB and the U.S. Treasury to turn that into $4 billion of cold, hard cash, they would have to sell BNB. So would there be a big major sell-off? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've heard. I'm not telling you what I know. So there's speculation out there that obviously $4 billion worth of BNB could be sold. Now, that might not even be the issue. It might have been all in a stable token, but he paid $4 billion, and he was linked to money laundering in some way because he's pleading guilty to it. So it's like a plead where the way I see it, he's not saying he did money laundering, but he didn't do very much to stop it. You know, he knew, because he's been coming out and saying for years, like, all these allegations aren't true and this and that. Then you take a plea deal, you pay $4 billion. So, I mean, some of it's got to be true. And there's a lot of bad stuff that I would hope is not true either. But that doesn't mean that there's going to be further investigations, because they say they're going to stop the criminal investigation, right? I think there could still be further actions taken on him. As far as the jail time and all that, I don't know how that works, but I feel like it's a win at this point. Only seeing an 8% dip the last time I checked on BNB. What would be catastrophic would be if that sell-off happened and if like the entire Binance as a whole, the company, the entire exchange was taken down, you know, and experienced what FTX did after the Sam Bankman, you know, shenanigans. Now, we have yet to see. If you're on other blockchains, you're seeing a lot of the money leaving the other blockchains, and you're seeing a lot of red and then convert over into the mainstream of, which is pretty much going back into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable tokens. All the other, you know, altcoins and other blockchains, layer 2s and whatnot, are taking a big hit. And that's traditionally what I've seen across the board. Anytime there's a lot of hocus pocus, fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on, it just seems the prime recipe for, you know, what's about to brew, which people convert into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, and then they sell that back into stables, and they cash out, and they bone out, they get out. So is this the calm before the storm? Are we going to weather through this? We'll have yet to see until the next, you know, coming days. There's no telling. I speculate that this could bring on Max Payne. That's just my gut feeling, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I didn't get this information from anybody else. My gut feeling is Max Payne is around the corner. Max Payne is good. It sucks to go through it, but with no pain, there's no gain. And I think the bear market after Max Payne happens from a disaster like the collapse of Binance or some, you know, major news going on with CZ, because so far it's just like, oh, he's going to pay $4 billion, no jail time, everything's all good. And nothing just, that's like a perfect story right there. That's like a perfect ending, you know? Oh, and then we move on. I don't think we're going to be let off the hook that easy, because we're all going to suffer for another man's, you know, greed and stupidity, just like with Sam Bankman. We all suffered because of what he did. One man's greed took down an entire industry of people's hard-earned money and assets that they were invested in that weren't even in FTX. It had an impact overall. So we'll see what happens. If this has that type of impact and we start to see another crash and it's the final one, Max Payne happens, then great. We got to go through it to get to the promised lands. So we'll keep doing updates on that. Homeboy's going to be over here pleading guilty, paid, you know, from wallet experts out there. He's already sent the funds. And we'll see what happens next. But I'm going to watch closely. I'm staying stable, so I'm not going to buy anything right now. And I'm going to chillax. So don't forget to pound the like button. Any news drops, you're going to hear it here first. I'm always going to say you're going to hear it first. You might even see it somewhere else, obviously. But hey, man, I got to promote my channel. So don't forget, share the video, like and subscribe. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.